Good evening, good evening. Happy Modular Monday. How's everyone doing? Hi to Pix Post and Azorius Music in the Twitch chat. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in Solid BPM. I put my wave folder back in the rack. It's good, isn't it? So what can I do to make a voice that really sticks out? That does it. If we're not sure what BPM it is, I've written it here. .90 BPM Pix Post, not 83 BPM. Raiders. How you guys doing? Thanks for the raid, Mr. X. Welcome everybody. Big Eye, 2 Manic Squad Train, Luke Noise Beat, your opponent, Lit UI, Noiseworks in Mirrors, and Didbox. How's everyone's Monday? Hey, it's just much bit. Happy Modular Monday, everybody. Hey, it's Stonecrown Maiden. How's it going? I'm happy because I've put my wave folder back in my rack. Cheers, Mr. X. Holding a wave would be a fist bump. I don't know. I guess so. So I'm working with some synthwave samples that I prepared in my stream on, say Sunday. That was yesterday. Was that yesterday? Wow, feels like a week ago. Although using them quite minimally. But anyway, that's hence the slightly more synthwavy vibe than I normally have. You want to hear the effect of the wave holder. This is with wave folding. This is the sound without it. Same sound. I think it probably doesn't matter what that source sound is. I think. Actually, let's try a different one. Thank you very much, Lit UI. Appreciate it. So again, no wave folder. Switching on wave folder. Oh no, that was that wrong button. Sorry. Switching on wave folder. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter much what the source sound is. Hey Cole Freeman, great to see you, how you doing? We're going to have to update your command soon. Lots of new commands, by the way, last week, and I've tinkered a little bit since then. I added a couple of people that I'd missed. And if you would like a command, and you're a regular and I haven't done one for you, just give me a poke. Yeah, literally, Manuscore Train. This is, the source sound is my bread and butter, which is the general MIDI Eurorack module. But when I put it through this wave folder, could be any preset. Well, that's a bit different. That is different, to be fair. I've actually had a sneaky update to my bread and butter from the guy who makes it, which I'm not allowed to tell anyone about apparently. But I've just told you, but I can't tell you what it does. But I've got a slightly secretly improved version. I might as well tell you now. It is very ironic having general MIDI in Eurorack, but it is also quite useful, especially if you stick it through a wave folder. So if you have, yeah, basically if you have secrets about hardware Eurorack which you want to release, don't tell me, because I'll tell everybody. Wait, what was that? Wasn't there a standard that was like general MIDI, but like more at some point? I can't remember what it was. There was general MIDI, and wasn't there like extra general MIDI or something? Elite, no. MIDI, no. It wasn't MIDI, no. Like the general MIDI is like in the 80s. Is it 80s or early 90s? Oh, well, kind of roughly then. It was a standard which basically said patch 1 is a piano, patch 2 is another kind of piano, patch 3 is an electric piano, drums are on channel 10, and basically standardized like the patch listing that you would have, so you know if you wanted a violin, you know what MIDI patch to send. I think it was probably very late 80s. Well, anyway. So it was sort of useful because sampling was still right expensive. So the idea was that you could reproduce like a backing track on any module just by sending the MIDI data. Yeah. But then it led to like quite a lot of synths having like really boring samey patches. So a lot of them had general MIDI like in the first bang, and then they had other stuff after that. These are kind of like late 80s, early 90s rompers. Basically preset machines. So the irony of having that in my Eurorack is quite high. However, it's a very useful module. If I want something that's in tune. And it does sound quite good through this wavefolder. I'm not even modulating it, and that would make it even more crazy. Hi, by the way, Chavo. Good to see you. How you doing? Hi to everyone I didn't say hi to. Yeah, exactly. Hey there, Pulsar Octopus. And hey there, Total Robbie. Chow has just done a Noise Monday set, cool. Hope that went well. Time to relax and jump between too many parallel streams. Yeah, there seems like quite a lot going on lately, doesn't there? Stone Maiden. We are operating under the theory that my son breaks the internet when he plays Minecraft. Yeah, I feel like there's just quite a lot of really good streamers and raid trains going on lately. I managed to capture a few in the last few days. There's just lots of great stuff on Twitch. Nice, Stone Great Maiden. I hope that made your day better. Hey there, Calaminde. Am I involved in any EMOMs? I have been in the past, yes. Not for a little while. I met a lot of really cool people in London EMOMs. Haven't done one for a little while. Partly for the reason that my setup doesn't lend itself very well to the format of a 15-minute set, with setup in about 10 minutes anymore. That being said, I might do it at some point. Are you involved in any EMOMs? Yeah, I basically feel like I need a different rack for a 15-minute set. A smaller one, essentially. Thanks very much for the follow, Garlic Granola. And hi to you, Holder Stories, how you doing? Calamdeer ran the EMOM Festival in Leeds. Nice. Good for you. It's a brilliant movement. I've met so many good people. Obviously, I'm in London. I don't think I've ever been to any out of London, but I wouldn't rule that out if I'm in other parts of the country. How did it go? Was that your first one, or have you been doing it for a while? I've got to get your name right. Calamdeer. If anyone doesn't know what an EMOM is, by the way, because some of you might not know what an EMOM is, what are you talking about, TDC Tunes? An EMOM, it stands for Electronic Music Open Mic. And it's basically an open mic night, specifically for electronic music, which is a brilliant concept. Came up, basically, a guy called Martin Christie came up with the concept, I believe, and started it. I've met Martin a few times, he's an awesome guy. I guess he just started with one, and then it's sort of gradually gained popularity. It turns out loads of people want to go and play electronic music, and the opportunity to do so in front of appreciative, supportive audience is one that is very much liked. So yeah, I've been to quite a few in London at different venues. So it's a bit of a movement now. Including, I think it started in the UK. I think there are some outside the UK as well. And we just found out Calamdeer, it's been running for 2 years. Wow. Good for you. I'll check out your channel. Anyway, it's a brilliant concept. The first time it's just to find EMOMs in my area. Toronto, Mexico, Australia. Yeah, it's epic. Quite a lot of the people I play with at London events, either my own event or their events or whatever, I met originally on the EMOM scene.
super scientific test. Now, let's make a super scientific test.
I think we kind of do know where Calder Freeman is now. Calder Freeman's kind of back. Gradually been sneaking his way back into the streams. I don't know what a munchie box is, so no. I think you were away far too long, Calder Freeman, doing all sorts of responsible things like work. But we're glad to be seeing you a bit more often now. What's a munchie box? This could be a whole topic, couldn't it? Have a nice nap, Jennifer Roberta. Wait, what? A munchie box. Originated in Scotland, pizza box with a variety of unhealthy pub food. Oh. Maybe that's only Scotland then. I don't think Janice Roberta is taking a nap. I don't think that's your fault, Calder Freeman. I think it's alright. People can take naps, it's cool. I'm a supporter of naps. Oh, here we go. Pix Post, you can take a nap too.
Now, let's make a super scientific test.
Thanks very much, your opponent. Maybe some DX7 or FM synths. Maybe, well, kinda. Basically, I'm going for a bit of a synthwave vibe than I normally do. I mean, there is FM in a way, not very DX70 FM, but some of my sounds are. So this one. Actually, what was this doing? Oh yeah, this one is quite kind of a bit. This is a bit DX70 actually. Play that manually. But were you here when I put it through the wave folder? Your opponent. This is. I'm gonna do it again. I love this so much. Oh hi, Kettle Cup. So this is the voice without wave folder. Then this is going to be exactly the same sound with wave folder. I mean, it is a Barb folder by Making Sound Machines. That's what wave folder that is. Which is there's 4 of them, and you can buy them in kit form from Thonk, and that's what I did. I've only got this one. There's 4 different like sound shaping modules. It's pretty crazy. I'm not even modulating. I don't even need to really. Anyway, I quite like having that sound available. Oh, you looked on Thonk for months for the LPM. I would consider another one of those modules. They're quite nice. The colours are quite nice as well. You can just about see it here, bottom right of this case, with the kind of green and blue. Quite nice. Quite nice module. Kettle Cup, I am ready for Thursday. Yes, Thursday's going to be amazing. Just injecting a bit of space vibes in the warm-up for Thursday. Thursday, if you don't know, I'm playing a show called Electronic in the Tower, with very much a big space vibe, with a duo called Space Wreck. Oh, the tea towels. I don't know if anyone follows me on, I think it's only Instagram. Space Wreck have done like these amazing one-off special tea towels only available at this show. I've got people who've been sending me messages today, can I get them one of those towels even though they can't make it? Like, they're more popular than the gig at this point. Hi, HR Terra, how you doing? Anyway, let me just get back to the music for a minute. Maybe you guys don't know what tea towel is. Maybe that's an English, British. A dish towel, is that what it is in American? Yeah, it's a towel that you dry dishes with, basically. But we call that a tea towel. Yeah. Anyway, it's an ultra cool one. With a tower and robots climbing up the tower. T-shaped towel. I should have a T-shaped towel. I don't know what's going to happen if I press that button. Oh, sweet. Did we have that sample already? I'm sure we had that sample already. That can stop. A T-shaped towel at NobCon. I am a T-shaped towel. Hey, Blue Penguin, welcome in. Thanks for the follow, Stefoto604, appreciate it, how you doing?
In 1921,
ventilating the space or using an air purifier.
Sort out your air quality.
Indoor air quality is below the recommended level. Consider ventilating the space or using an air purifier. Indoor air quality is below the recommended level. Consider ventilating the space or using an air purifier.
Is there a Eurorack module for purifying the air? There should be. surprised anymore, are they? Hey there, Killer B relay team. I think, by the way, man, let's go train. I think I did do that one, but I don't think I put the 0 on the end. Oh, that's got it wrong. Hey, at Southbourne, how you doing?
In 1921,
air purifier song.
Indoor air quality is below the recommended level. Consider ventilating the space or using an air purifier.
And see you very soon, your opponent. Going to finish. We'll be raiding onto your opponent, continuing the amazing Modular Monday raid train with Golden Shrimp Guild. Stick around for a lot more brilliant modular musicians. Thank you very much, Merciful Crane. Hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your Mondays. It's been a load of fun hanging out with you guys as always. Thank you very much, Solid BPM. Cheers, Behold Stories. Cheers, Blue Penguin. And thanks very much, as always, to our number one moderator, Pixie Post. Magical Train, thanks for all the fun and all the commands. Let's go over to your opponent. See you guys soon.